Hello, this is Senior 1. We're looking at the G major scale, so exercises 220 to 234. So quite a lot, especially when you get the page mixed up. It always does that. So annoying. Okay, so we're doing a bar at a time. So eventually we can get to 234 when we're playing the whole scale. Okay, so that is what we're aiming for. Okay, but it also is quite handy to know these little phrases, because once you know this, you can do something called sequencing, and you can play the scale starting on any note. As you can see, start on this note, then this note, then this note, and so on. Okay, so G major scale is made up of the following 7 notes. And just to clarify, all major scales have 7 notes. Okay, something to remember. And same with minor scales. All major and minor scales have 7 notes altogether. 7 different notes even. So we've got G. Normally, that's how you'd start a scale. Whatever major or minor scale it is, it's always the note that it is. So G major starts with G. G, then the next note up would be an A. Let's do it up here so it's easy to see. So G, it's on the line. It's through the line, second from the bottom. Then the A, then the B, C, D, E. The F is an F sharp. This is the only thing different between a C major and a G major, is the fact that one of the notes, the F, has been turned into an F sharp. C major, it would normally be an F natural, or which is just an F. Okay, so because we're starting on G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Now we can see those here. Again, I've mentioned on previous videos, try and avoid the colouring, the colour coding. I want you to be more familiar with how it looks there and how it looks on the fretboard. I don't really want you to be worrying about the colours, because then you'll start having to remember all these colours and it'll get a lot to remember. Okay, I mean, of course, if it's helpful for you, no worries, but I just would recommend it. So let's look at this one actually. So G. That's the first one we start on, so that's the 3rd fret on the G string. Oh, 3rd fret on the 6th string, I apologise. So that's what it should sound like on its own. Then we have an open A string to play the A. Open 5th string. Cool. And then we've got a 2nd fret using our 2nd finger. And notice as well, anything on this is 1. Anything on this is 2, anything on this is 3, anything else on this is 4. This is because you're in 1st position, and by 1st position, anything on the 1st fret, first position, 1st fret, is that is what 1st position is, and the 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 4th finger on the 4th fret. So anything in, for example, 5th position, your index finger is going to cover the 5th fret. Anything on, if I said 11th position, your 1st finger will be covering the 11th fret. Okay, so now we've done the 2nd. We're going to do the 2nd fret with your 2nd finger on the 5th string. That's what it should sound like. Then we are using our ring finger, our 3rd finger, to play the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And one way to make it easier is if you keep that finger there, okay? So you don't have to move that finger, okay? You just keep it down, okay? And because you've got that finger there, that will change the note, okay? So then we move to an open D note, which is the open 4th string. Should sound like that. And then using our middle finger, we're using the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of that 4th string. Okay, and this is the first and only time that you should be using your pinky, and that is on the 4th fret of the 4th string. So there you go, so that's the 4th string, 4th finger, 4th fret, 4, 4, 4, which should sound like that, okay? Now we are looking at G, so this is an octave apart. You can see with the colours, but again, try and avoid that. Let's look here, G, G, okay? G, G. So yeah, that's the open third string, which should sound like that. Okay. And then we are using our second finger, middle finger, to play the second fret. And that's the only one. That's the only note we're fretting on the string. If you hadn't already, well, actually, this one as well. So that's the only string, one of two strings that we're fretting only one note. And then this one on the, so that's B, the second string, should sound like that. And then we've got the first finger on the first fret of the second string, which should sound like, and that's the only one that uses the first fret. Okay. And then we use the ring finger on the third fret of that string, which is a D, as you can see right here. And then moving swiftly on to the first string, which is an open string. And then now we've got that F sharp again. That was the F sharp before was the pinky, because it's different and new. So that's the second fret on the E string, using your second finger. And last but not least, the third G, which is your third finger on the third fret of the first string. Okay, so all together I'm playing. That's all the notes that we've just played, okay? Obviously that's a lot faster than how we just learnt it, but that's the sound that we're making with using those notes.